If you are looking for some of the best plug and play tactics for FM23, you have come to the right place. Whether you're just a bit short of time or you fancy a complete change in tactical style, here on the channel I will test the tactics so you don't have to. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at a balanced 4-3-3. In today's tactic testing video, we're going to be looking at the 4-3-3 Swanton Bomb Special 6. Let's break down some of its positions. So we're going to start off with a sweeper keeper set to defend. On the left hand side you have a wing back on support. Two ball playing defenders on defend. And on the right hand side a wing back set to support. Moving into the midfield, we're going to start off with the anchor who is set to defend in the middle. On the left you have a segundo volante, and on the right you have another one. On the left hand side of the pitch you have an inside forward who is set to attack. On the right hand side of the pitch you have an inside forward set to attack. And at the top of the pitch you have an advanced forward who is set to attack. So it's a 4-3-3 tactic. Its tactical style is custom Islam champ. Its mentality is balanced. If we look at the in possession, it looks like this. The in transition will look like this. The out of possession will look like this. So it's a popular 4-3-3, and in today's video I'm going to put it through its paces with Leicester, Verona and Celta Vigo. Let's kick things off then by looking at Leicester in the Premier League. We can see straight away they have finished in 6th place and they have qualified for the Europa League. If we look at their 38 game campaign, they played 38, they won 19, they drew 4, lost 15, scored 62 goals, conceded 54, which gave them an 8-goal difference and 61 points. Now, they finished 3 points behind Tottenham are ahead of them, but they did finish 15 points behind the Champions League positions, and they finished a massive 32 points off of Manchester City, who won the league. If we go to the profile page, have a little look at some stats, we can see their top goal scorer was Jamie Vardy. He got 19 goals. In the average ratings, they didn't have a single player inside the top 20. For the assists, we had Maddison on 11. For Player of the Match awards, we had Jamie Vardy on 5. For clean sheets, Danny Ward with 10. Disciplinary, you had 14 yellow cards for Ndidi. Distance covered per 90 minutes, Iosi Perez with 15.27. Tackles per 90 minutes, Harvey Barnes with 3.95. And Justin with a 5.75 dribbles per 90 minutes completed. So they got themselves into 6th in the Premier League, qualifying for the Europa League. If we go to the competitions tab, we can also see they were knocked out in the semi-finals of the FA Cup by Manchester United, and they were also knocked out in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup by Liverpool. So they come across 2 difficult teams in the cup competitions, but 6th place in the Premier League is a fantastic way to start off the tactic tester. Up next, we have jumped over to Serie A and we are looking at Verona. We can see straight away that they have finished in 5th place and have qualified for the Europa League. If we break down that 38 game campaign, we can see they played 38, they won 21, they drew 8, lost 9, scored 61, only conceded 37, which is quite impressive, 24 goal difference, and they finished on 71 points. Now, that's only 5 points behind Lazio and Atalanta, who finished in 1st and 2nd. And they only finished 3 points behind Milan and 4 points behind Inter. So a fantastic season for Verona. If we look at the profile page, you can see they don't actually feature in the stats too heavily. But if we go looking, we can see we had Thomas Henry getting 20 goals, or Thomas Henry getting 20 goals in that category. Average ratings, we don't have a single player in there. In the assists, the top assister was Verdi with 8. Veloso also getting 8. In the Player of the Match award category, they didn't have a player in there. For clean sheets, they have Montipo with 17 clean sheets. Yellow cards not an issue for Verona, so that's not too bad. They have Rustic with 15.37 kilometres covered per 90 minutes. Lazovic with 3.57 tackles per 90 minutes. And in the dribbles per 90 minutes, they have Josh Doig. Not too sure how you pronounce that surname, but Josh Doig with 5.08. I'm pretty sure you'll let me know in the comment section down below whether I've just butchered his name. So an impressive league campaign for Verona. Let's go to the competitions tab and look at the Coppa Italia. So they were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Atalanta. So a decent campaign really. They got to the quarterfinals of the Domestic Cup. They finished 5th in the league and qualified for the Europa League. For the final test of the Tactic Tester, we have moved across to La Liga and we are looking at Celta Vigo. We can see that they also have finished 5th and they too have qualified for the Europa League. If we break down their 38 game campaign, we see they have played 38, won 20, drew 10, they did lose 8, they scored 74 goals, conceded 36, 38 goal difference, and they finished on 70 points. Now, they only finished 5 points behind Atletico Madrid, but they did finish 24 points behind league leaders Barcelona. When you look at that league in a whole, they finished 10 points ahead of Real Madrid. So it's not too bad that Celta Vigo have managed to get themselves into the Europa League with 70 points. If we go to the profile screen and look for some stats, they had Strand Larsen get 26 goals. In terms of average ratings, they had Gallan with 7.23 and Strand Larsen with 7.21. For assists, Iago Aspas, former Liverpool player, 10 assists. Player in the Match Awards, Iago Aspas got 6 of those. In the clean sheets, Marquesin got 13 clean sheets. Yellow cards, they did have a couple of players in there. 13 for Malo, 11 for Galen. Kevin had 15.51 kilometres covered per 90 minutes. Galen had 4 tackles per 90 minutes and he also had 5.8 dribbles per 90 minutes. So a brilliant league season for them really, to be that close to Champions League football, to qualify for the Europa League. If we go to the competitions tab and have a look at the other competitions that they competed in. So they only played in the Copa del Rey and they were knocked out in the 4th round by Athletic Club in that. So all in all, a fantastic tactic that has seen all of the teams qualify for European competition. Some of them did quite well in cup runs, like Leicester getting to 2 semi-finals, and then we have had teams get further in competitions too. I think this is a good tactic. Right then, if you're still with me at this point of the video, firstly, a big thank you. Secondly, if you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe button to help the channel out, I really do appreciate it. All the support that has been given across the past couple of weeks has been absolutely fantastic. I cannot thank you all enough. And it's down to people like yourself who are watching the content that really are driving the channel forwards. Before you go, don't forget there are other things on the channel. We have other tactic testing, including non-league. We have Wonder Kids, tips, hints, tutorials, let's plays, rebuilds, a little bit of something for everybody on the channel. But for this video, I'm going to leave it there. Big thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video soon.